Hello everyone, welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. We are still in the 2025 World Championships round of 32, and this is the deciding match between BenbowBaggins' Lizards and Justicium's Undead. Both took a win each, meaning this match has overtime enabled, kicks enabled. There has to be a winner. And frankly, I'm a little sad there has to be a winner because Bembo has surprised me, and Justicium has been fine. Neither of them have been amazing or anything. It's not like I'm like creaming over it, but like both of them have been fine enough comparatively compared to the majority of players in the last 11 games before this series I watched. They should both go through. But they can't because they've unfortunately drawn each other. Stiletto again. Someone gets stabbed again. Does this even count as an A minus? Yeah, probably A minus. For the Undead, it's okay. Again, it's weak at the sides. The trade-off here is a little more understandable. You don't really want like a zombie based by two Saurus straight off the bat. It is still a problem if you get a short kick blitz, but this is a very small section of the pitch, so you know it is just nitpicking. So A minus. Okay, doesn't re-roll it. Like, we had that problem before, right? It's not great to just let skinks into the backfield, but Bembo was very reticent to just charge his skinks into the backfield. I think that's something that Lizards are very good at doing. We have an opportunity right here as well. If we just blitz this zombie, it's just a 1 in 9 to come through, like, get some skinks down near the ball. Put the Crocs on the tackle. And then just base him up with the Lizards so that there's no tackle blitz to get rid of a skink. Obviously, there's still a block blitz. You can't do anything about those. But I think that's probably a decent play, right? Make something happen straight off the bat. But we just go to blitz. I think it's understandable to not want to be aggressive. Aggression comes with risk. Like, he's in the World Championships. He doesn't want to be knocked out. Everything's even now, so it's all to play for. He's not behind or anything. That makes Justicium also have to play a certain way. So it's not terrible to be like, I don't really want to take risks. But you have to do something. Exposing his ghouls. And he burns a reroll. The ball's still on the ground. That is not nothing. Oops, all powers after it, though. It's kind of sad. Oh, wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting to just be like, hey, Crocs, eat this ghoul. And he does make the pickup. Oh my days. Okay, like, come on, man. It's like the third game now out of 3. It's kind of weird, right? Humans like to see patterns, but when you do see the patterns, they are real patterns. It's just kind of annoying to see stuff like this. When you already have doubts. It's like, this is weird. Why is one of these guys just getting all the dub skulls? Hopefully, it's just that one dub skulls and it doesn't become a pattern. It's a bit, is this possible we could do anything about this? I mean, again, you could with some dice, right? Oh, now you really could with some dice. Oh, never mind. He's one dice blockless powed him. That fixes it. Oh, good lord. One dice blockless pow into removal can bugger right off. Slowly gonna surf that zombie in like 3 turns. Crocs could end up on the ball-ish. Oh, there's a ghoul behind him. No, it can't. Crocs is huge. Yeah, the Crocs is huge in this. This is what I mean, right? When we talk about the sizes in this game. The Crocs is fucking ginormous. Like, it's such a massive model. It's constantly hiding things. And then it screws up the sizing on other things. Like the early models that came out, the orcs, the lizards, they're all big. And then the later ones that come out are all over the shop. Stand a Crocs next to a witch elf and it's dumb. Stand a Saurus next to an Ulf and it's dumb. It's massive, the Crocs, yeah. It's absolutely massive. We just pow removed a ghoul, by the way. That is pretty tasty. I don't mind going for that. I thought that was pretty cool. I wouldn't have re-rolled it either. But I think going for that at this stage of the drive, when it doesn't really cost you much, was a pretty fine play. I would have done that too. I wouldn't have re-rolled it either. I wouldn't have cared if he'd not done that and he'd gone for something safer either. But in Chunt's column, I think I go for that. But because, like, you looking at the board state, and you just removed a ghoul, again, it's looking a lot like Justicium is going to end up having to score early, right? He's pushed up without his mummies. He's got his white stuck back here. Just removed a ghoul. Another one's stuck on the Crocs. This is looking like he's going to have to score early. I don't see how he stalls out 4 more turns here. Like, this is the blitz. Okay, that'll help a bit, annoyingly. Oh, get out of town. Oh, game. And now he blocks him. And of course it's a 1 in 9. Okay, was not expecting that. I would have just taken the block and then just gone and based or whatever. Like, this feels strongly like he has to score. How do you not score here? By full powering a skink with a blockless block. That's one of the ways. That's just a block. And he stunned him. Okay. Okay. This is just... This is some bad Blood Bowl with some good dice. There's no way these are the risks you take here. The ball is based in Chunt's column, and you just open with a zombie block, and it gives you a full pow, and then you just take a block and leave the ball where it is, and you get the armor break. Like, it's just really annoying to watch. I am angry on Benbow's behalf here. And he makes the dodge. And he gets the pow. I'm actually angry. I'm just and he makes the dodge. I'm so angry on Benbow's behalf. Kill yourself. Just to be clear, I meant the ghoul. Do some rushes? No, okay. I thought we might do the rushes. Oh no, you're gonna... If you don't dodge that, it's gonna be able to block you into the mummy. Nah, not really. He's also probably a bit more reticent about doing it with two Saurus off the pitch. I mean, it's worth doing it this turn, but also it's far more dangerous for Justicium this turn, right? It seems pretty terrible to stand in the idiot square and hope he doesn't 5+ you. That was weird. Some noise just happened. I haven't got the windows opened. Huh. That was a noise. Nothing in my room seems to have fallen over or anything. Alright, well, if I die, There's someone in my house. No, I don't think they got nerfed. I think it's a slight buff, in fact. I think we're only really losing a third ghoul. Justicium has got 4 here, but the 4th ghoul is always just a choice. I don't think it's better. Having 1 bench instead of 2 to swap a zombie for a blockless ghoul is lateral movement to me. I don't think it's a particularly big upgrade or anything. So you're not really losing that. The 3rd ghoul is what you're losing. Everyone takes a 3rd ghoul, or should. So you're losing a 3rd ghoul to have your other ghouls be regen and to have whites be tackle. And I think in NAF style, having your whites be tackle is a big buff, because it means that nobody gets stacks usually unless you're very low tier. So it means undead now come with mighty blow tackle in NAF style, which I think is a significant buff to them. One dice in the ball carrier is requiring a 6+. The one reason to think about it is to force the score and get a 2-turn. If he can force the ball in now, you get a 2-turn out of it. But unfortunately, Benbow only has 1 reroll, and to do the play, he has to base one of his skinks on tackle and put the other skink where it's going to get surfed if the first skink fails its dodge or 1 dice. So it's a pretty annoying risk. Oh, I think that's worse. No, this is a decider, so I don't know what's going on here. This doesn't seem good at all. This is a game that has to have a winner, so it's got overtime enabled, etc. He just blocks here, doesn't he? Okay. You could have just blocked there and surfed him, and then with the blitz and come back here and then blocked off. This way still. He's rolled a power, and of course the skink is dead. Okay. Ah, poor Benbow. I haven't seen any of these games before. I'm not spoiled or anything. Just sometimes you just get a weird feeling. Don't think that was the right square, was it? One to the right was better. Oh, as mentioned at the start of my tier list video, the tier lists from Games Workshop are pure nonsense. This is too easy to fix. He balls this up. Oh, wait. No, he didn't. Everything's got worked out just fine. Something good happened for Benbow. The problem is he only gets 1 KO roll. Snotlings. Well, I don't know what you own. I'm assuming you don't own Snotlings. Snotlings are the big winner of the Games Workshop tier list, because Snotlings think they're just a regular stunty team. Sorry, Games Workshop thinks Snotlings are a regular stunty team, which is madness. Alright, so Bembo has a huge problem here. Undead failed their drive. They re-rolled into a 1 in 9 on the last turn. Even with only 3 skinks, I would probably try and Daka for the win here. It's 9v10. You don't want to fight because you'll get traded out. Because you're a player down and you'll get traded out. I would try and Daka for the win if I was the Lizards here. That's the best way to stall out the drive as long as possible. And look where the mummies are here. Think about how long the mummies will take to get to you on a Daka. They can't even get into my half in the first turn. Like, it feels so strong. Like, just gut feeling, it feels so strong to Daka here. But you'd have to set up for it. Not even good dice. 2 75% failures. So, I will be as polite as I can, Apo. I would follow Mr. Page's advice about Blood Bowl as closely as I would follow Bonehead's advice about Blood Bowl. And I would follow his advice about anything that isn't maximizing blocks and kicking things in the head even less. And that, by the way, is real bad advice about what to do against a Daka. I've seen Page lose cup games that he should have won by following that kind of nonsense advice. No, what you should have done here is not set up the mummies so far back in case I Daka'd, and then you just slowly move forward with the correct defense in place. All it means is it's an extra turn. Undead don't catch up with you for an extra turn because the mummies are far behind. That's it. You don't change the defense of Daka just because you're undead. You don't move forward. That's awful. That's the whole point of a Daka is to mitigate the first couple of turns of faffing around's damage, right? Where you get based up, where you might have to do dodges or 1Ds or get pulled out of position because you're fighting. You mitigate all of that by just fucking off. The risk of doing the Daka is that when the bad dice happen, if they happen down here, which is real bad for you because you can get turned over really easy. If the bad dice happen up here, you can do something about it, right? It's a ruck. If the bad dice happen down here, you can just run the ball in, like you just get screwed. So that's the risk of the Daka. If they don't chase you, you get all the positives of the Daka and none of the negatives. Because they just get to burn the 2 turns, and then they go back up the pitch, and now the bad dice happen in the same place they would have happened in the first place, but you've got away with the first 3 turns. You want them to stay there. So if anyone thinks that the correct thing to do is stay there, that doesn't seem good, does it? Because that's what the guy doing the Dakar wants you to do. And the last thing you want to do is like just send a couple of players down. They just get beat up. And then when you do move forward, they get left behind. Or they get pushed to one side and based off or anything. Like, it's no. What are a couple of players on an undead team going to do against lizards? You need 3 players just to get a 2-dice block. And if you bring 3 when you've only got 10, how are 7 players covering the entire pitch? So yeah, don't take your advice from someone who brought almighty blow Black Orcs to the World Championships because they know their own limitations. Ugh. Okay. Means he doesn't get to take the block with the Crocs. And the ball is still on the ground, which is kind of obnoxious. But I think this is a failure. This is a failure of drive strategy. Because what's going to happen now is these get traded out, right? He's going to lose these 4 players to being traded out. And the other players are now fighting 2 Saurus, 1 who doesn't have block, and 3 Skinks. Which is a far more fair fight and far more capable of having something go wrong. These are going to have to 1 in 9 dodge. He's going to have to 1 in 9 block. Like, something can go wrong. So he's getting traded out. I hope that was actually helpful, by the way, because like I don't want it to come across like I'm just shitting on Mr. Page, right? That's not the case at all. It's just that if you are listening for advice or you're asking for advice and that's the advice you get, I would like to somehow correct that advice because it's rubbish. Nothing. You do the same thing as you do as any other team, but slower is the answer, Apo. Which is you make the columns across the entire pitch. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and you just move down the pitch. Like every DAC is different, same as every drive is different. But if you just want the basic generic strategy, you make your, unless they've got frenzy, obviously, then the outside ones are not a column, they're a chevron. But you make your columns and you move down the pitch and you move to within blitz range. You don't move right up to them. So if the Dakar has moved back to this line, don't run up to this line. Just go within blitz range. So if your dwarves, be 4 away. If your humans, be 5 away. You know, or anything else with movement 6 blitzes like wraiths or whatever, like whites, be 5 away. Because you don't want, if they're going to try and break through, especially as they've got skinks, but also with things like elves with dodge, if they blitz the front and then try to 1 in 9 dodge through the back, you don't want them to be able to do that and have enough movement to be able to screen themselves out the back. So if this is the back line, you don't want them to have enough movement because you're so close to them that when they blitz through and then dodge through, they're up here. And then they can put a screen in as well. So you can't get at the guy you just made all the dodges. You want them to have to roll rushes to be able to do that. So if you stay 5 away, the back line is 6 away. And they're only movement 8. So they're going to have to do rushes as well. So it adds more to the dice. So don't get too close to them. And then just try and maintain the defense. When they blitz the front of the defense, try to put it back together. Try to maintain the full width. Make sure you have like the guy you want to be the safety at the back in the middle so he can reach both sides depending on which side they pick. It's all very basic stuff. And then when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it all falls apart because everyone just starts making blocks, and maybe you get a stun, and now it's all a disaster because you haven't got enough players to fulfill the whole line. But the basic strategy of it is the same every time. Just make your columns and walk down the pitch. Don't stay at the halfway line. Never stay at the halfway line. That's what they want you to do. Almost never, not never, almost never is there a situation where you both want the same thing to happen. There are some situations where you both want the same thing to happen. Like, for example, kickoffs. Like, sometimes both of you want the same thing. Like, vampires want to kick, and something with Mighty Blow wants to receive. So sometimes you both get what you want. But rarely is that the case. Mostly something is better than nothing. Dakar is now better with the stalling rule. More encouraged, certainly. Which is part of the bad point of the stalling rule, isn't it? That people who hate stalling will doubly hate Dakars, so that doesn't help them. And you might notice, by the way, that what I worried about happening is happening. Look at the field state right now. He trades off this Saurus with these two. Trades off this Saurus with this zombie. The mummy is on this one and this one. This mummy is blocking this one. The Crocs is traded off here. Like, he's got no free players. And now he's going to have to fart around. It's already going to be turn 2. All of these players should have been back here. And the mummies can't base them. You can't trade it out. You can't trade out as the undead if he's got 5 Saurus and a Crocs and you are missing both mummies. Which is what would have happened if he just moved back. The mummies weren't going to be involved. Suddenly, the undead have 8 players. And you've got 6 strength 4+ players. How is he trading that out? The mummies are the key to the trade-in. You should have left them behind. So sometimes your whole drive is gone because you make a bad decision before you've even rolled a dice. And the bad decision here was, I'm going to stay on the LOS and fight. And now he's just immediately in a fuck ton of trouble. How are you, like, looking at this board state, if you just walked in and looked at this board state, how on earth do you imagine that this is going to be an 8-turn drive? Where do you imagine this ball is going for the next 7 turns? Whereas if you can waste 3 of those turns, now suddenly it's a lot better, isn't it? The ball is down here, and there's focus on getting it to that side. You have 5 turns to get up there. There's focus. Now, what are you doing for the next fucking 7 turns? There's no way this ball's going to be safe for 7 turns. Which means you're not doing a proper drive. If you score early, that's how you don't win. The pickup's real handy. And then the Crocs won in 9s. And oops, all powers. Crocs is tagged. Ball is sacked. Removes his own ghoul. Okay. I mean, that worked out all right. Okay. That actually worked out real well because for some reason he didn't move anyone else. Like there's a tackle white here. Is he just leaving that there on purpose? That's actually worked out for Benbow because of that weird decision. Okay. So we stand up the Crocs. We stand up this Saurus. This is the Blitz. This is a block. Hopefully back into the Crocs. And then we pick up the ball and we I guess we fuck off up there. We don't have to, really. Like, we don't have to go up the pitch here. It brings us into contact with the white. If this is a POW, it's glorious, right? But it probably isn't. So this here and tagged, and this here and tagged is a screen, right? Those two are going to be a screen that way. So I would probably just keep the ball away from this. This guy can't even reach. So probably just put a screen in to stop him dodging out and around. And we're good to go. He takes a block. He could one dice him at the end of the turn. Full POW is amazing. That should have been first. No armor break. Oh my days, we're full POWing everyone. Okay, come on, Benbow. Let's go. Oh, doesn't break armor on either one. That's pretty annoying. Does pick the ball back up, though. That's pretty good. He could have pushed him onto there and stood him up and left and stayed there to be free. I wouldn't have hated seeing that. Or even pushed him onto there and stood up and then blocked the zombie instead. But, like, because that has to be a POW to free up that zombie then. Otherwise, he's got a free Saurus. I guess he's got a free zombie to trade him out, but... Oh my days. Okay. That was casual. Oh, tag the tackle. Oh, baby. Okay, now we're talking. That is very handy. Crazy, but very handy. Oh, okay. We just casually dodged into a POW. And of course it's straight death. Of course it is. Benbow POWs both ghouls. Not even a stun. Oh, never mind. Man, this game's all over the place as far as dice is concerned. Alright, now it's the breakaway to guarantee the score, right? Now it's the breakaway to guarantee the score. Now we just fuck off up the pitch. We sideline cage even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sideline cage goes there. This is a blitz and you go and stand in front of him. He's too far away to care about the sideline cage, so... Ugh. So annoying to see someone just get the shittier dice. I mean, it's a sideline cage. You have to do it. There's no real choice here. Full POW again keeps him away from the action. Doesn't break armor again. Oh my days. Let's fucking go. Now we're talking. A cheeky little sodge. Alright, so far so good. Pretty exciting game so far, I like it. And he's burnt another reroll. Oh my days. Makes the dodge. Doesn't get a POW. Okay. Oh, a 5+ of his own. I mean, turnabout is fair play. A 5+ of his own is pretty rough. I mean, don't go in the idiot square. Oh, Benbow. Benbow, come here, mate. Mwah! I love it. Stand there. Delightful. So far, so good. All looking good from the Baggins. Still can't break armor on a ghoul. Oh. Honestly, no joke. If that was a POW, I think he's won. If that was a POW, I think he's... If that had freed up that Saurus, I think he won. And I think he would have re-rolled the second one. You'll have to ask him. I think he would have re-rolled the second dodge, because I would have re-rolled the second dodge, but I'm not re-rolling the first one. I got to take another dodge from tackle after it. If he'd have made the POW there, the Saurus could have come and based the white. Like, he could have just come in from above and based the white and stopped the white from getting involved at all. I think the best he's got now is the 4-3. He can't reach, can he? Oh, no. Okay. Or we could just one dice POW him, because life is sad. Ooh, can't do anything. Ugh. Oops, all POWs. And he gets a stun. Oh man, this is gonna be a forced score, isn't it? Like, it's gonna have to be a forced score. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, maybe not. Actually, maybe not. So he can stand. The skink can go there to block him in, and then this is a double rush blitz that pushes him against the sideline, and then you just stay there. That's what I would do. Just stay there. Okay. I don't like this. Did get the POW, though. Okay, we just running over here. Oh, we're doing a rush. Oh, we're doing a cheeky second rush. What? Hang on, what's that rush for? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's not for him. Oh, for God's sake, Bembo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To avoid getting based by a 4, 3, 2, 2. What is that rush for? 5, 6. I'm so annoyed that I don't know what that rush is for. I don't know what he clicked or who he clicked to think that rush was necessary. If he hadn't done the rush, this wouldn't be a dub skulls. If he'd re-rolled the dub skulls, it would have been quads. What is going on? Weird ass dice these games have had. So many double ones. This is rough. Oh, that would have been amazing. If he'd 1 in 9 there again, it feels like he would have lost. Oh my days. Okay. Okay, so if this is a POW, and this is a POW, you just come back this way, right? That's a POW. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A stun, amazing. Oh, he's rolled a push. That is less fun. Oh, and now he's based him in the most annoying... There's no way to be safe from him if you base him like that. I think if you were going to run the risk to try and win here, he goes back there. And you just come over behind this screen and you rely on the 1 in 9 dodge. And then you've got the screen. I think that's what you do, right? If you don't want to give away the 2-turn, that's where you go. The Saurus goes there, you do a 1 in 9 dodge to go there, you've got the screen in then, and you just run this ball behind the screen. It's 89%. If you think that 11% is worse than the 2-turn, then you just score. If you don't, that's the play. I don't know if I am okay giving Undead a 2-turn. I would think about it. Like, it's pretty dice dependent, isn't it? We got 2 ghouls who are KO'd. And we got a Saurus who's KO'd, and we're missing half our skinks. So, it's pretty dice dependent. Would I trust a 1 in 9? Because it feels like... So, this would also play into the decision. It feels like if I go there, and then I run the ball over there, and then I 1 in 9 here and fail, he still has to POW me. He has nothing with block to do that. So if he doesn't POW me with block, it ends his turn. If he just takes a double down, it ends his turn. So the odds of him POWing me and getting the ball and scoring on me are, to me, negligible. So the risk is just not scoring. It's not being turned over. The risk is just not scoring. So that massively lowers the risk profile. We've got 2 rerolls. No, he's based in the wrong position. He can't stall now. There's no safe place for him to stall now. If he was going to stall, he had to make a screen. He has to score now. If he stalls now, it's stupid. Why would the ghoul blitz if he can reach him with a zombie? No, I'm done. The ghoul doesn't have block. Even if he goes to the other side. I guess he could go to the other side and you're saying just... Yeah, okay. Just dodge to, like, screen off from the zombies. But, like, there's no point to that then. If you're going to do that to screen off, he could have put the Saurus there and he could have just completely screened off everyone. So that would be a shitter version of what he should have done. And he's scored. I think he should have stalled. I would have risked the stall. No one gets any KOs back. Oh, he did. He got one of his ghouls back, but the Saurus didn't come back. The other ghoul in the white didn't come back. It was an 89% stall. And then the worst case scenario was an 89% win score because they're not one turn in, these undead. They didn't even try it before, so. Yeah, absolutely. Like sometimes that changes it, right? So the undead only have one reroll. I don't mind setting up rule of 5 in the middle. You don't know which side he's going to go. You don't have a lot of players, so you need to be able to react to where he's going to go. So I don't mind that. Yeah, I can see that. Putting the Crocs on. I know what he's thinking, though, right? The Crocs can also just completely lock down an entire column if he doesn't bonehead. There goes his reroll. I'm munching on some brownies a minute for some sugar. Jesus Christ, another dub skulls. Okay, I like that. Everything there was pretty good. A 5+ dodge. I mean, he's just going to dodge him and... So I think what he should have covered is, with a dodge, is clearing the space for this guy to dodge to the end zone. Yeah, there's overtime. But I think he went in the wrong square with this. I don't think this one's worse, right? Because the dodge is a 75%. So I think he should have covered this one with this dodge. He went to the wrong square first. He should have covered the one that was more likely first, and then the second one could have tried to go over there. Oh, he makes the 4 and the 3 and the double 2. Oh, heartbreaking for Benbow. That was it right there. But Benbow does win the toss in overtime and does get his Saurus back, while the undead do not get their ghoul back. So it's still not all thing. Justicium has no rerolls. Like, again, I kind of point out, like, this Daka. Just fucking Daka. Stand firm on the Crocs, perfectly reasonable thing to do. I'm not one of these people who thinks you just have to go 6 block. I'm fine with 5 block and then something else. Stand firm on the Crocs. Guard on the Crocs. Guard on a Saurus. I don't even hate Frenzy-onosaurus. I don't hate it now. In the future, it'll be mandatory. If you haven't got Frenzy-onosaurus, like, I'm going to just stare at you with a side eye. Again, like, the Dakar is just so good here, right? He's set up the mummies back. Like, just Dakar. He doesn't even... hang on, he doesn't even have 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. He only has 9 players. He can't even defend a full width. Fucking Dakar. Bembo. Dude. Just learn a Dakar. Oh my days, he's caught the ball, which is massive. Completely not using a reroll for that is great. Now, he can't roll block dice still. That is no surprise to anyone. You're going to get traded out again. How did you not see that that was the problem last drive? All right, now Justicium has, like, decisions to make, right? But look, like, he can put mummies on Saurus. It's so annoying that he can just put mummies on Saurus straight away. There you go, there's one Saurus left. And there's another Saurus left. Less. Oh, I don't really know what the... Okay, little weird. Can we all agree that's a little weird? Didn't even blitz. Just wandered up and based everyone. I mean, and gave him a surf if he wants a surf. Feels like a good surf, too. So take this block, put the ball as the assist, and then blitz him to there and hope you can surf him. And then come back to protect the ball. And then you still got a Spacesaurus. That's a 2-dice block. So if that was a POW, this Saurus can go there, and that gives you another 2-dice block on this ghoul. I think I'd go for that surf. Like, I can't do it with him, because it's a rush. Like, I think I'd go for the surf. The 1 in 81 risk is worth it to me. To get to be another player up. Every player up you are here is amazing. Because it means that he can't trade out your Saurus. And so your skinks are less of a weak spot. Or you could just roll all full POWs and kill everything. Push him out to the side. Come on. Push him further towards the sideline. I mean, this is the blitz then. Oh, okay. We're blitzing the Blodger. And we would have POW'd this one. How many times are we going to... How many times are we going to rely on the Crocs for no reason? He's doing his job. He's doing his job. He's fine. You put stand firm on him. Like, his job is to stand firm. That's his entire job. Stop activating him. in the name. And now we're on a 1 in 9. Oh, wow. Okay. First, we're just lobbing a 1D. And another one. I guess so we can move the Crocs? Apparently, the answer was yes. Why? Why? Question mark? Why? Oh, we're not going for it. I thought he would put him in there and go for the 1 dice into the 2 dice on the ball. Like, positionally, this is shit, isn't it? You know where to go now. You know where to dodge. Like, you could have had an 89% anyway if you were just in the middle. Oh, we full powed him. We wanted to surf him, and we full powed him. Oh, never mind, we surfed him. Pretty good. Pretty good surf. Why are we hitting the ghoul? Why are we hitting the ghoul there? Is that the Crocs? Oh my days. That's the Bembo, mate. Look, Jim's given you an excuse. Like, let's not lean into it. What are we doing? What are we doing that turn? What a mess. Like, you had real good luck that turn, and somehow it's ended up badly. Like, that was a great turn for you, dice-wise. Positionally, this is some dog shit. Alright, lost a Saurus. Not getting powed, at least, there. And also, that's the Blitz. I guess we're 1 dice in. Yeah. Okay, we've dodged. Okay. Okay. So we just block here. That's fine. We block there. That's fine. And then, honestly, we risk the Crocs. Because at this point, we got nothing else. We risk the Crocs so we can fuck off over here. If he gets a POW, he can also 1 in 9. He can 1 in 9 dodge out regardless. The Crocs, if he gets the push even, goes and bases the mummy. and we make the screen, and we go over here, and then we dodge him too. Okay, good start. Pow on a ghoul. Into a stun. I'd have been very tempted to take the push there. No kidding, I'd have been very tempted to take the push there. And the Crocs lets us down again. Into his own death. That pretty much sums up that Crocs. Absolute garbage. And he gets the POW. No reroll either. And he's dead. Might finally go for the ball, yeah. When it's based on him. And a POW on him. And that is looking like kicks. Oh, no, it's looking like my Justicium is a bit of an issue for Benbow now. Oh, my days. And there we go. One bad turn again. One bad turn turned a win into a loss. What a shame. What a shame. Like I said, in the first two matches, and I think it held up in this third match, neither of them were amazing or anything. Like, they both made pretty bad turns, pretty bad errors. But overall, the level of play was better than 80% of the players in the last, like, dozen games. And I'm sad that one of them had to go out and a bunch of those went through. I mean, he's got a tiny chance. It's not over yet, is it? It is more over now. I couldn't tell what just happened with the turn. Did he lose a turn there? Did he have a 3-turn and now he's got a 2-turn? Overtime's been a full half for 5 years now, Amto. So even the kickoff event screws him over, and he wouldn't have picked up the ball anyway, so... What a shame. And there we go. Justicium advances to the round of 16. And sadly, BenbowBaggins leaves us. And can probably feel fairly aggrieved about the process. I'm not saying he deserved to win. I am saying he didn't deserve to be out. So, yeah, that sucks. But I did pick Justicium for this matchup. I just thought he would be a bit better. Benbow was a bit better than I thought, and Justicium was a bit worse than I thought, and that evened out the match. And then Benbow just got unlucky at the wrong times. And, you know, some of his mistakes were punished, whereas Justicium's less so. Shame. Decent matches, though. Interesting to watch. Hopefully the last couple of this round of 32 equal up to that. And we'll see you in the next matchup.